What's going on? I'm Sam, and I'm still trying to figure this bed out. So originally I wanted like a queen or at least a double bed back here, just so I could be comfortable, especially if I brought Griffin, because he likes to take up the whole bed. Though a queen bed would have come to about here, and that's way too big. I wouldn't have even been able to fit my refrigerator with this other stuff, or at least I would have had to get way more creative on the spacing. Double bed would come to about here, same thing with the refrigerator. A twin comes to about here, which gives me a little bit extra room on both sides. And I did have some extra space here I wasn't sure what to do with. It was either going to be a cabinet for storage, extra counter space, a combination of those two, or a seat with storage, or even a combination of a seat with countertop if I had one fold down and one fold up. But I really don't have to make that decision now. Right now I need to figure out how I'm doing the bed. For a while I was going to leave these walls open, and then I decided to kind of frame this in a little bit. Now I'm kind of going back and forth. I think I'm going to leave it open, but frame something down here for like a shelf and charging station while I'm sleeping. I kind of wanted to do something with like a half of a futon where there's half on each wall and they fold out to make a bed. That way I could get seating and maybe a table. I'm going to have batteries over here and water tanks over here. And I could still do those under the futon, but for now I think I'm just going to go with a regular stationary bed platform. And maybe later I could do some permanent seating with a bed that lowers down on top of that. Though, yeah, I need to get it done, so I'm just going to put the bed in and frame it up. Every single decision has been like this, from which vanity to use to the counters. Though the bed is one of the biggest decisions, so it's been taking me a whole long time to figure out how I want to do this. And I'm still not sure. So I just started rough framing in where the bed's going to be to make sure that I liked the layout. And when I went to Lowe's to buy more plywood, they were actually out, and I had to go to another one that only had 2 pieces left. I think that's going to be enough plywood to finish. I went with this stuff just because it's super light and also pretty durable. It looks good. I'm going to paint the walls though, so it really doesn't matter what the material is. But I started cutting these plywood sheets down so that they'll fit on the outer walls where the bed's gonna go. And then I finished installing the insulation in those areas, and then I ran the water pipes for the shower. I also had to move some of the electric I had already run because I decided to put the panel in a different location than I first expected. It's actually gonna work out a lot better in this new location, and I'm glad that I found it. So after I was done with the walls, I put the bed supports back in, but I made them a little taller and moved them a little bit further back so I'd have more room in the bus. Now I got to put together this bed frame. I got it for like $20 from Facebook Marketplace, but I had bought a full, thinking I was going to have a full bed in there, and now I'm using a twin bed. So I need to cut this down a little bit to make it fit a twin mattress. I have no need for any of these legs, so I can just drill them all out. I just had to cut down the metal, drill a couple holes, cut down the wood slats, and then this thing went together super quickly. After that was done, the only thing left to do was put it in the bus and see how it fit. I still got to check with the mattress, but it fits in the bus great. I don't have the right size hinges at the shop, but I plan on hinging the back here so that this whole frame will lift up from the front. There's enough room where even with the mattress, this will flip all the way up. And I have some shock mounts so that I'll be able to mount some gas shocks in here so that the bed will go up and stay up by itself when I want to access anything underneath. So I'm actually really happy with this. It's super basic and it's not finished. I even have to take out all this frame that I put in so that I can fit the shower in and get some final things installed. But it's great seeing that I'm going to have a place to sleep as soon as I'm ready to have a place to sleep. We'll probably be taking this on a trip in the next like 3 or 4 days. So knowing that I have a place to sleep is awesome. Shower is my next project. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Go. Wait, come on, Griffin. No, come here. Good boy. Come on. What are you doing, silly boy? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.